Good evening. How are you all doing? So, I saw somebody post on social media, the best is yet to come. And I remember somebody, remember that nefarious cyberbully iBoss? I remember back in like 2020, 17, 2018, he would say that the best is yet to come. And it was getting me thinking, the HIV accident was premeditated. He also had on a lab coat and gloves. It's like, can somebody just admit these are not ideas of reference? Can somebody just admit that they premeditatedly pharmacologically abused me? Can somebody just admit it? Can somebody just confirm and corroborate that, please? Can somebody be honest with me? Can somebody please fucking be honest with me? Like, can somebody tell me the fucking truth? TV wants to know, did my mother force me to see my doctor tonight? Yeah, my mother strong armed me seeing Dr. Copland this evening. Yes. Erie says it's confirmed. I just want the fucking truth. I know they say nobody. No, I'm having an emotional tsunami, and nobody had premeditated intentions to get me to take HIV prep. They say it's delusional. I'll just accept that as the reality. If my mother, father, stepfather are lying to me, tell me the fucking truth. But they're not lying. They're not lying. If they are, tell me. Pizza Pasta says they're lying to you, bro. If they are, admit it. I mean, but apparently they are not. If they are lying, tell me the truth. You know? What makes you say they're lying to me, Pete? All right, so I'm going to go over some artwork here. So I was listening to the radio and Glenn Campbell came on. Glenn Campbell is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and dementia. It made me afraid. Could I have hypochondriasis and fears triggered by the radio? Bowman says, I love Glenn Campbell. Yeah, I think he does Rhinestone Cowboy and Wichita Lineman. I know my father likes him, I think. Or maybe he doesn't. I think my father likes him. But he definitely had Alzheimer's and dementia, that's for sure. And I'm scared of that, obviously. Bowman says Wichita Lineman is possibly the greatest song ever. The next one. Poppy, my father, says when a dog is abused over and over again, the dog may be passive now, but eventually the dog will have enough, bite, lash out, and have a breakdown. I asked Dr. Natural, was my father making the Joker reference from Batman? And Dr. Natural says to me, it's possible your father was quoting The Dark Knight, but it's probably an idea of reference. TB says, I like the drawing of Poppy. Yeah, I don't draw him too much, but today I drew him. Thanks for liking the drawing. And last, for some reason, our dog, the Maltipoo, is named Maya. The Maya and Aztecs were Mesoamerican civilizations. Both conducted human sacrifices. Does the dog named Maya mean my parents had nefarious intent? Were they hurting me while creating a facade they were helping? Dr. Natural says, I'd imagine your mom just liked the name Maya, and it's an idea of reference. Pizza Pasta says, yo, bro, your dad is nefarious and probably thinks of himself as the Joker. TB wants to know how my session with Dr. Copland went tonight. Well, obviously, he thinks I need more medication. He thinks I get persecutory delusions and think everybody betrayed me and think everybody had nefarious intentions against me. And he wants me on more antipsychotics and mood stabilizing medications. But I told him how I didn't want to be. You know, he wants me on more pills. My parents want me on more pills, and I want to be on less pills. So that's the story. You know, he wants me on more pills. I want to be on less pills. Oh, I think we got a raid here. We're up to 159 subscribers. Somebody wants to know: did you take PEP or PrEP for HIV? Yes, in January 2020. Yes, I did. Because I stepped on debris that went through my foot and pushed into my went through my shoe and pushed into my foot. And we're getting a Boss Man Jack raid. It seems like every time I go live, Boss Man Jack raids my channel. Why is he doing this? What is the goal here? What is the end game? Like what is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of raiding my live stream, guys? Somebody asks, what makes you think the debris had HIV on it? In hindsight, it was ridiculous. I mean, maybe I should have got a tetanus shot, which I did. I got a tetanus shot in January 2022. But also, you know, taking HIV PrEP was unnecessary, which makes me. Yeah, I don't know who brought up the hypodermic needle. Who thought that was whose idea that was? But yeah, it was. It probably wasn't a hypodermic needle. Most likely, it wasn't. And I don't know why they prescribed HIV PrEP, but they did, and it really traumatized me, unfortunately. So no, 2022. I got a tetanus shot in January 2020, comma TOO, not 2022. Yeah, it made me feel defective, damaged, like I had HIV. It made me feel unclean, definitely, but it traumatized me. It literally traumatized me. But also, I was never at risk for HIV, so I don't know. I get paranoid that my mother or stepfather had premeditated intentions to do it to me, or somebody did, but apparently that's not so. There was no conspiracy to get me to take HIV PrEP for whatever reason. Apparently that's delusional. They all say it was your choice. It was your choice to take the medications. It was your choice. You know, somebody says, I also took PrEP unnecessarily and it was horrible. I threw up a lot. Yeah, I got really sick. One of the sickest I've ever been in my life, with flu-like symptoms too when I took it. It was terrible. Yeah. And it is what it is. Try to put it behind me and realize. I think ultimately at this point, more so than the trauma, I'm just afraid there was betrayal. I'm just afraid there was betrayal, but apparently there was no betrayal. You know. Apparently nobody betrayed me. So try to rest assured it was my choice. Me and me alone chose to take it. La 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 la. Why does Boss Man Jack keep rating my live stream? It doesn't make any sense. Who is Boss Man Jack? Let's Google that name. Who is Boss Man Jack? Who is Boss Man Jack? Okay, Google. Who is Bossman Jack? A streaming god? I don't know who this Bossman Jack is. He's a gambling addict, apparently. I don't know. Oh, dude, leave me alone. Leave me alone, dude. All right, guys, are you getting ready for bed? I know it's only 7 p.m., but you know that's like my bedtime. I sleep like an elderly person. This is why so tired. Well, I've been up since like 4 a.m., so I've been up over 12 hours. That's why I'm so tired. You know, TB says 7 p.m. is a bedtime for an elementary school student and an elderly man. It shouldn't be a bedtime for like a middle-aged 40-year-old, not a 38-year-old. Yeah, I guess you're right. I should try to stay up later. Maybe I'll have some caffeine, but then again, I like to sleep and get up early. TV says, go out and get some White Claws. Go out and get some White Claws and some beer. That's an idea. That's an idea. That's an idea. But I'm probably going to go to bed instead. I don't know. I like to sleep. I noticed my mother's like, "Oh, you sleep a lot. It's depression. You got to get out of bed and get moving." I like to sleep. Is that so wrong? Sleeping's fun, you know. Somebody says, "Does your mom tuck you in?" No, she does not tuck me in. Can you tuck me in? Tuck me in, my mother. TB asks, what would you do if I got up as early as you? Um, Erie asks, do you sleep because your life sucks? I don't know. I mean, maybe if I had motivation and had things to do, maybe I wouldn't sleep so much. But also, it's fun for me, you know. Also it's fun for me. You know, AAA wants to know, have you ever taken antidepressants? Yeah, I've taken antidepressants. I've taken mood stabilizing medications. I've taken antipsychotics. I've been on the whole pharmacy, AAA. I've been on it all, you know? Bowman wants to know, have I ever considered selling my art? Yeah, if somebody wants to offer me good money to buy my art, I would definitely sell some of it. Which ones are you interested in? TB said, Andrew took the whole pharmacy. Ah, a mega regimen for so many years. I took the whole fucking pharmacy. Oh. All right, guys. I think I'm getting ready. I think I'm gonna get ready for bed here. The ballpark wants to know: do you like pork ribs? Yeah, I like ribs. I like ribs. Oh, Erie says your internet is messing up. What's wrong? My latency is low. Can anybody hear me? Damn it! Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Somebody says, Dale, your stepfather is sabotaging the internet for revenge. Your stepfather is sabotaging the internet. We got the nefarious Nadoers who are sabotaging the internet. He's messing up the router to make me walk on eggshells. Those nefarious nagers. Fix it, Dale! Fix it! Fix my damn internet. So just call your stepfather now and say, damn it! Fix my internet! You know? Say, I know what you're doing. You're sabotaging my internet for sadistic reasons. You're a nefarious nader. Somebody says, how do you have 1,000 viewers, over 1,000 viewers? I think they're all bots, to be honest with you. Somebody says, how did you become popular? I think they're Bossman Jack bots. You don't worry, I haven't become popular yet. Somebody says, are you into watching sports? Not really. I know a lot of my family members like hockey, but I don't really like it too much. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this evening. I think I'm going to get going to bed. Anybody have any last questions here or not really? Any last questions, comments, anything you'd like me to riff on here? No, I'm not. No remix if I'm a white guy. So just sing it for Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I suspect. And I don't know this for a fact. I suspect Charlie Kirk. And suspect is a key word for coming to feelings of delusions. But I suspect Charlie Kirk was iBoss or Dr. Lab Coat or the Spicy Boy Buddy meme. I don't know why I suspect that. Maybe it's a delusion. But the 20. I suspect that was Charlie Kirk for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe he's not. I don't know why I suspect that, but so it says Charlie Kirk was iBoss. I that's just a suspicion. Nobody has confirmed and corroborated that. Nobody has confirmed and corroborated that. Tara Social asks, why are so many people watching? They're bots. They're bots from Bossman Jack. Yeah, Tara, long time no chat. I see you still like to create music. Hi, Tara. How art thou? How art thou? Long time no see. Long time no see. Yeah, Tara's cool. We like Tara here. Somebody asks, do I still talk to my art class buddy? Yes, we're still friendly. In fact, we'll get together again soon, I'm sure. Tara says she's been busy, but she's always watching. Thanks for watching, Tara. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your eyes on my content. TV says Tara was at risk for overtaking me as his favorite singer for a while. Yeah, no, definitely got to give props to Tara. Got to give her credit. She's talented in her own right. She's talented in her own right. Tara says she was in Dubai performing at birthday parties. Very cool, very cool. On that note, I'm getting ready for bed, guys. Adios, amigos and amigas. I will talk to you all again soon. Have a good night. And until next time, see you later.